They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Punch it out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Murphy. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Finds us back in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Bryant. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. To the air on first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. He'll throw it down. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Mustangs looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged out of the air.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Buys a little time with his feet. Hits the open man. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Caught behind the line. It's Weeks. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Holds it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take...
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That big pickup. They call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilkins. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner will be brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go. There he goes.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
325.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
A 1st down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quarterback moving. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want...
Got enough space. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
SMU, 0.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He's going for it all. Rolls it in on the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to take off. Got him downfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid